Hi. Peace to everybody that joined the chat. This decided to come through. Shout out to the Cynical One and Shatira. Big ups to y'all too. And welcome anybody else that might be sliding through. This is gonna be a little quick live here. I just want to discuss something that came across my mind not too long ago. And that would be some thoughts that I have on these hood movies. Yeah, y'all. Hood movies. Everybody got their opinions on hood movies, and everybody have their reservations about hood movies. But we can't ignore the underlying messages of some of these hood movies. And yes, there are some underlying messages in them, believe it or not. But they just went over a lot of people's heads, including mine in the very beginning, in the early 90s when I was, young, But anyway. So we always have, wait a minute. I've been around. I just ain't been live. I've been busy, living life, enjoying the summer, having a little fun in the sun, enjoying the sunshine and things like that. Working out, taking care of myself, etc., etc. But the last time I went live was maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I just figured I'd get on here today. Since I brought this laptop along with me, I'm out of town right now. I thought about scheduling this until tomorrow, but since I went through the trouble of packing this laptop on this trip and adding a little extra weight to my baggage, I said, no, I'm gonna go live today. I'm gonna go live now, get this out the way now. Since I already got it, don't make no sense to waiting until I get home to go live, since I already got it now. So, but yeah, that's facts, Cynical One. That's what that's the very consensus of this live stream that I'm about to cover right now. Yeah. So, yeah, but like I was saying, it's a message in all these hood movies. You just gotta, catch them. I wonder what happened to Virtuous Woman TV. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened to her. I think one time about a year and a half ago, I think she said, somebody asked her when she was going live, and she said she was focusing on bigger and better things. I'm not sure what those things may be, but I'm hoping it's working out for her, whatever those big things may be. So yeah, Shatira, that's that's all I know. That's all I'm able to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I just remember, somebody asked her pretty much the same thing, like where she been, and but I've seen Midtown Pookie around every now and then. I've seen him around every now and then over there on Psychopathia channel. Every now and then he'll click the link or something whenever he's live, but he don't be in the chat that much. He'll just pull up, you know what I'm saying? But he's still around. But Virtuous Woman TV, that remains to be a mystery. I'm not sure, but she did say that she was focusing on bigger and better things when somebody asked her when she's going live again. You know what I'm saying? So How far we going back? Well, not that far. No, no, we ain't talking about Dolomite and Master P. We just going back to the early '90s. We just going back to the early '90s. It's a little something that I want to touch on about those particular movies during that time period, and it's about the underlying messages that a lot of those movies have that a lot of people didn't pick up on. And I don't hear nobody else talking about this, so I'm gonna talk about it. On Psychopage channel, nah, you might have, but I could have swore me and you met over there on For the Record TV channel. You know, Brandon L and Third World Columbia. Shout out to them. But yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying, Shatiri. He be over there at Psycho on Psycho channel. Sometimes he'll pull up, you know. He don't be in the chat that much, but he be over there. He's still around. Yeah. Yeah, best wishes to her. It's been over a year, you know. So hopefully whatever endeavors that she's whatever journey she's embarking on, hopefully it's working out for her. Hopefully it's prosperous as well. Yeah. But all right, so which movie should I start with? I think, yeah, but it's an underlying message in all these movies. You know, Boys in the Hood, South Central, Friday, Juice, even Menace to Society. Even Menace to Society, as many people, as many shootings as it was in Menace to Society, it's an underlying message in that one too, in that one as well. And I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of those people that directed those movies. They were some of the first Black movie directors, and there were only like a handful of them during that time, and they just felt like what goes on in the inner cities need to be talked about, need to be shown on the big screen. But what they didn't mention was that there were going to be a lot of underlying messages in there. So I'm going to get into them right now. I think I'm going to start with Boys in the Hood. Now, Boys in the Hood, you got Lawrence Fishburne and Cuba Gooding Jr. You know, he played Lawrence Fishburne's son in Boys in the Hood, and as Trey. And then you have Morris Chestnut, which played, you know, his friend. And and this is an interesting dynamic, you know, because Trey was a black boy. You know, he had a father in his life, unlike Morris Chestnut. I can't remember it. Ricky. I was just about to say, I forgot that main name. How could I forget that main name? Ricky. How can I forget Ricky? I'm tripping. But yeah, the ending was messed up. It really was. It was sad because the man had just got accepted into this college. He scored a 700 on the SAT and everything. He was on his way. All because some goons said that he was quote unquote talking shit the other night, you know, and just decided to do what they did, you know, take him out for nothing. It was senseless. Yeah, I agree, it was fucked up, but it's still some messages in it. It's still an underlying message in there, and the underlying message I want to touch on is that while Trey had a father in his life, you know, he was living with his mom at first, and then he got into the little trouble in the classroom. So I guess it happened a little bit too much, and his mama decided to send him to live with his daddy, you know, which was a smart move in my opinion. You know, it was good because he was able to teach him how to be a man. You know, the man can, you know, is really the one that's gonna be able to teach him to be a man, teach a boy to be a man, pretty much. more so than the mom is. I mean, the mom can try, she can only do so much and teach him so much, but a daddy, he gonna be able to teach him the whole 9 yards of certain things that the mama, can't even, or she may not be willing or able to talk about. But anyway, so and again, Morris Chestnut had a brother and his mom, and they didn't have a father in the house, and you can see the difference between the two. Because as Trey seemed to be more focused, and you can see this as they were in high school and when they were in their library taking their SAT test, Trey seemed more focused. But even though Morris Chestnut, he scored a 700 on the SAT and got accepted into their college, he seemed to be less focused. He seemed to be kind of like all over the place, to me, But Trey was he was more laser focused on things. Like when they was in their library and they showed Morris Chestnut, he was like, he was looking around when his head was supposed to be down at them papers in taking that test. And everybody else was, bubbling in the answers and reading and checking what answers need to be checked. And meanwhile, Morris Chestnut, which is AKA Ricky, he was looking around. He just so happened to see Trey looking at him the whole time. He extended his hands out like, what you doing? And then, but that look alone got him back on track. But still, my point is, Trey appeared to be the more focused one. And I think that's because he had a father in his life, teaching them things they needed to be taught. So that's the one message. So the message that movie had was that it's more beneficial for a son to have both parents in their life, because Ricky, look at you. Yeah, and another thing. See, that brings it back to another point in that movie, another scenario in that movie, Shatira. When they would chase, when those guys in that red Hyundai XL with them shotguns were chasing them, they were running. These dudes in the car with a shotgun, and they come running down the alley, being chased by dudes with guns. And what does Morris Chestnut do? What does Ricky do? He decides he wants to quote unquote drain the weasel. Pretty much. Relieve himself in the alley. So Trey, again, appearing to be the more focused one, he's like, "What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I gotta drain the weasel. All while is Negroes with guns chasing you in the car and you running, you on foot. But you gotta take you gotta relieve yourself. And unfortunately, he ended up being the one getting shot, getting taken out. Now, if he'd have kept running like Trey and held on, would he have survived? It remains to be seen, because in the context of the movie, he may have. Who knows? They might not have caught up with him. They may or may not have. But to me, he would have had a better chance if he just kept running, stayed focused, stayed on the course like Trey was trying to. So that's my thing. That's the underlying message to me from Boys in the Hood, that a boy would be more focused with the father. I mean, when the father is in his life. You feel me? He was teaching them a little bit of everything, teaching them how to do chores and what to do, like when you're interacting with somebody. He was teaching them the importance of using protection. And I'm not gonna get into the entire movie, but y'all get what I'm saying. So moving on. We're gonna go to this other movie. We're gonna talk about Friday. Another one is Friday. Now Friday, now we all know that Ice Cube played that part pretty good, and rest in peace to John Witherspoon. He did pretty good in that movie, and we're gonna talk about the underlying message in that movie that went over a lot of people's heads. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what that one is. At the end of the movie, he was telling him that when they was getting ready to fight, they were getting ready to fight Debo. He was getting ready to fight Debo. And the first thing he did was pull out that gun. But his dad had talked him out of shooting him. He talked him out of pulling out the gun. Well, actually, he told him to put the gun away when he was in their bedroom. He was telling them how y'all youngsters ain't nothing but punks. First thing y'all want to do is grab a gun, and think the gun make you a man, and that pretty much got into Ice Cube's psyche. He was like, I'm a man without the gun. So that was in the back of his mind the whole time. So, and a lot of people missed that message. Apparently, just look at the statistics. So when it came time to fight, Ice Cube did put the gun down, and they did go toe to toe, head up. Well, not head. Yeah, well, I guess you could say head up, but Ice Cube still came out victorious. Without a gun. That's the point. That's the whole point. You don't need no gun to settle your differences with somebody or resolve conflict. And his daddy, focused on the importance of having a job, because Ice Cube didn't have no job, and you constantly ask him how you get fired on your day off, and you ain't gonna be around in this house with no job. The word of the day is J-O-B, job. So in my mind, the underlying message in that is that we don't need to be out here just slacking around, being lazy, just wandering around aimlessly, not doing nothing, just sitting around smoking and drinking and this and that, doing unproductive stuff. Yeah, that's true. Yep, that's true. That's true, Ron 314. What's good, Ron? I mean, yeah, on paper I am an old man, but I sure don't feel like no old man. No, truth be told. Yeah. Most definitely. I don't feel like no old man. But thanks for sliding through, Ron. Yeah. And another message in that movie. You old cynical. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what happens when you what the older people used to tell me. Just keep living. Just keep living. Just keep living. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep living. You're gonna get there. Yeah, I'm old and seasoned. You know what I'm saying? But the other message of that movie was that it seemed like he was speaking. It seemed like Ice Cube was speaking to a lot of people that was watching that movie. When they were sitting on their porch, and he was talking about how the guy who they got the weed from was after him because Smoker was smoked up all the weed, and he was talking about doing something to him. He said, "It's principalities in this. You playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. And he was pretty much on edge throughout the whole movie, out of fear of being, done in because he didn't, pay him his money, the money they was owed. And so Cube was like, so the point is, Cube was like, so you gonna drag me into this? And then then Chris Tucker was like, Smoking, aka Smoking. He was like, oh, they just playing, man. They just playing. They ain't gonna do nothing. And Cube was like, you think they playing? Name one person in the hood that play like that. Ain't nobody playing but you. You go throughout the whole day playing. Now, that don't seem like a underlying message aimed at a lot of some of us black people. I don't know what it is, because a lot of people do go through their whole life playing. So a lot of people didn't pick up on that line right there. So that could have a lot of people could have took notes from that, because a lot of people is out here just playing, just playing around like Smokey. But everybody in the movie, they just laughing. They didn't even catch that. They didn't even catch it. It just went right over their head. Yeah. Ain't nobody playing but you. Yeah, I kind of felt that a little bit. I like, whoa, is he speaking to the audience when he said that? Yeah, so that's why I be thinking when I watch some of these movies. I like, whoa, what they trying to say on this scene here? So, and of course, the whole Debo thing. You got the whole David and Goliath dynamic right there. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Don't be afraid of nobody. He believes just like you. You got enough heart and you fight in you. You can take them down. Ain't no way I'm giving up nothing. No family heirlooms. My grandma gave me. Ain't no way. No, we're gonna have to fight for that. Oh, you 46? Okay. Well, happy birthday in advance. Happy birthday in advance. I got 3 years on you, Shatira. 42. Okay. I ain't realized you was in your 40s, son of a one. But salute to you as well. Big Worm, that's his name. Big Worm. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know how I be forgetting these names, man. Like I said, I damn near forgot Morris Chestnut's character and Chris Tucker's character. And that, I don't know how I'm forgetting these characters' names, man. I've seen these movies countless times, but it's been a long time since I actually sat and watched them. I actually sat and watched one of them a few days ago. But so yeah, and I'm about to get to I'm getting to Menace to Society. I'm about to get to that one. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I'm sitting up here thinking what movie could do I want to touch on next? Third Ward, Colombian in the building. What's up, man? Good to see you, player. That's what I always say, Seneca One. That's what I always say. I'm young at heart. Yeah. I'm gonna keep on saying. So the next one I'm gonna touch on is Menace to Society. Now, Menace to Society, I remember I was in high school when this came out, and there was dudes at school coming to school talking about the movie. Hey, y'all guys see Menace to Society? Every 5 minutes, somebody getting shot. Everybody, blah blah blah. At the time, I'm like, for real, some people saw it. They couldn't wait for that movie to come out. They saw it on the first day. The same as Boys in the Hood, but nah. Now, being young at heart is what keep you young. It keep you, I never. Yeah, I don't think it's immature at all. Yeah, you're as young as you feel, in my opinion. You're as young as you feel. Yeah, Old Dog. Old dog was that's a whole other story, but he ain't well, he ain't got nothing to do with the message that I'm trying to say that I caught out of the movie. Yeah, yeah, we all know somebody like Old Dog, we do. But the message of the movie to me is that, like in the part where one of his friends, his dad was wanted to talk with him because his son was getting ready to go to this college in Kansas. And his father was asking Kane, what was he gonna do? You know, you should go to Kansas with him. You should go to Kansas with my son. You know, it'd be a good chance for you to start a new life and learn a career and this and that. And but what did Trey say? I don't know about Kansas. And so his friend's dad was like pretty much saying that, you know, the hunt is on and you're the prey. You're the prey. The hunt is on and you're the prey. As long as you stay, pretty much saying, as long as you stay in this environment is going to eat you up. These animals in this environment that you're in right now, you need to be trying to get up out of it. You know, it's a war zone. But he was like, Trey was like, oh no, I'm gonna stay here. I'm you know. So the online message is that you know, you need to, sometimes you gotta, you know, get out of whatever environment you're in to prolong your existence and be, you know, a productive citizen. Now, his love interest, which was, you know, Jada Pinkett, later in the movie was saying that she got a job, but it was in Atlanta. It was an ATL. Now, I guess since she said that she was going ATL, I guess that's what made him go ahead and try to make a change. And yeah, Kansas City. Oh, okay, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Yep. Yeah, but the dad was trying to tell him that, you know, he might need to, you know, get up out of there. But and then by the time he agreed to go to ATL and they were ready to move, it was too late. So I'm thinking to myself, would he have survived if he had just went to Kansas? Would he have came out better if he just went to Kansas with his friend, with his partner? It remains to be seen. But on the other hand, throughout that movie, in the context of the movie, I don't recall Kane being in any high school or nothing like that. So would he have even had the opportunity to go to college without at least a high school diploma? You know, because I don't remember Kane being in school. You know, but the underlying message is still, you know, you gotta, if you're in a dangerous environment like that and you got the opportunity to go to a greener pasture, you might want to take advantage of that opportunity. Don't be dragging your feet. So yeah, so that's the underlying message of that movie. Sometimes you gotta get out before it's too late. That's what his friend's dad was trying to say. You need to get out of here before it's too late. And he messed around and thought it was a game, or was reluctant to making a change or making a move, and it was too late. By the time he decided to make a move, it was too late. The dudes came through and sprayed him. You know, that was messed up too. Yeah. Yeah, Ron. He'll start a life with someone he actually did. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, cynical one. Yep. He was in high school at the beginning. Oh man, see. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I gotta. It's been a while. Like I said earlier, it's been a while. I just remember the part where he was sitting on the porch and the grown men were offering him a 40 ounce when he was about 5, 6, 7 years old when he was a little boy. I remember that part, but it's funny how I don't remember when he was in high school. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I think about it, most good nice movies did have a high school age kid. Yep. Mm-hmm. Why them little niggas wasn't in school? uh, right, Shatira. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, you gotta watch how you treat people. That's another thing. Yep. You can't be out here just, cussing people out and trying to pump and dump and smash and dash every girl you run across, because you never know who that person is connected to or who she's kin to, and you don't know what those people that she's connected to are capable of. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. That's why you gotta treat people right. And yeah, that's another message in that movie. Yep, most definitely. He was taking a test in the beginning. Damn. Okay. 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 He was taking a test again. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well. So the point still stands, and he could have went to college just like his partner did when they went to Kansas. He could have followed his partner's footsteps and became a productive citizen, avoiding the chaos of his neighborhood. And he could have dodged a bullet, literally dodged a bullet, if he listened to his partner's father at the time. But nah, he's like, I don't know about Kansas. But yeah. But that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of us be a day late and a dollar short on a lot of things, and when we drag our foot, when we drag our feet on certain things, we end up coming short in the end. She might not be off the hook, but that's what. But that doesn't mean her peeps aren't. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what other movie. Juice. I'm talking about Juice. There's one in that movie too. It's a message in the movie too. They were on that rooftop when Pac and Omar was on that rooftop, and Pac had that revolver aimed at him. And Omar, what did he say? He said, "I'm not you." When Tupac asked him, "Why you come up here with no pistol? Why you come up here with no piece? I heard you caught the piece, and how come you come up here without it?" He said, "I threw it away. I threw the piece in the room. I'm not you. We've been tight since the second grade, but I'm not you." So they right. That's another one that there went over a lot of people's heads. He pretty much saying, "I'm my own person." That means no matter how long you known somebody, that don't mean that you gotta be that person. You can be your own individual. You gotta be yourself, and you gotta be your own advocate. Or else you will end up like Bishop in the movie. And Omar was on his way to some big things as well. He said, I'm not you. No matter how long I know you. So that's something else that people didn't pick up on at the time. Yeah. So it's a lot of things that people didn't grasp. They just caught up in the fact that a lot of people got shot in that movie. You see that part where Q pulled out that gun on them people over there on Crenshaw and this and that, and higher learning. Well, yeah, I mean it's a message in that one too, but I don't really consider that a hood movie since they were in a university. But that's a good movie too. Yeah, I was just touching on these movies in which they were in the slums, they were in the hood, in the ghetto, that in a ghetto setting, as opposed to a center of higher learning. No pun intended. But that is a good movie though, Higher Learning. And but it was something. Wait a minute. Okay. Black Panther. I mean, okay, you know what? I take that back. Higher Learning is a black movie. I did put in the title black movies in general. Yeah. And yeah, so that nationalists that want to be nationalists. It seemed like in that movie he just really wanted to fit in, and he act like he was just doing something, trying to be, it wasn't really in his heart to be a Nazi or whatever. And I mean, because I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched that movie, but and like when Ice Cube said, but the message in that movie, just because you want to fight doesn't mean that doesn't erase 439 years of captivity. And so that's a message. That's the underlying message of that movie. Because he said, even though we won to fight the battle today, they still won because over 500, it's about 500 years now. I mean, that's a lot of years to undo, and one beatdown is not going to erase all the atrocities and the time our ancestors endured those atrocities. Yeah, a lot of movies today don't have messaging anymore, just like the music. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, but again, Shatira, yeah, I forgot I did say black movies in general. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Jason's lyric, that was a good one. Yep. That's when they celebrated him coming home from prison, and he was drunk, and and this and that. I haven't watched that movie too much, but I saw it recently. But yeah, that's a good one though. But people online talk about how, just like that movie, how they threw a big surprise party when he was home. They were talking about how they throw a party for you when you getting out of prison, but they don't throw a party for you when you graduating college. People in the manosphere always say that crap. How I think that's where they got it from. Watching Jason Leary, that's where I think they got it from. That's where I think they got it from. And Black Panther, the movie Black Panther. Let me talk about that right quick. That was on my mind too. Like the part where Michael B. Jordan was telling Chadwick Boseman that y'all got this vibranium over here, and it's about 250 million people overseas that look just like you, and they struggling and this and that, and they going through this and that, but y'all got all the resources over here. So, and what he say? He said, "I'm not responsible for the people in America," or something to that effect. That's what he said. He said, "I'm responsible. My concern is the people of Wakanda." Even though Wakanda is a fictional country or city, we can understand what he was trying to say. And in reality, we can that line kind of parallels how Africans look at us. They look at Just like they look down on a lot of African Americans, the ones over here. They be like, "Don't call me black. I'm African," And what he said in that movie, I'm not concerned with African Americans. I'm concerned with people of Wakanda. And that's the tone that a lot of Africans have toward black people right now. Even though a lot of them are over here. you know. So that's the underlying message of that movie. And there was a lot of innuendos in Black Panther too. There was like when they were being chased by them people, and I think that was his sister or somebody said, "Americans and guns, so primitive," or something she said. I said, "Listen to this." Yeah, so dead presidents. Oh yeah, dead president was a trip. That was a trip there. Yeah, dude said dead president, "I took care of your woman while you was gone." He said that like he did him a favor. He said that as if he was expecting a thank you or something. I'd be like, "Man, if you don't get out of here." Yeah. Yeah, Set It Off. Yep, that was yeah, all of them are good movies. Yep, Set It Off was a good one. A lot of as soon as Set It Off aired, it seemed like a year later after Set It Off, showed in the movies, I started seeing a lot of situations, news stories of women robbing banks. At least in my city. I'm not sure about the rest of the country, but in my city, like around 97, 98, all of a sudden I'm seeing women that are suspects in bank robberies. And I was like, oh man, don't tell me they been watching too much Set It Off. Now Set It Off was came out in 96. It came out in the mid 90s. It came out in 96. Yeah. Came out maybe a year after Dead Presidents. I think Dead Presidents came out now both of them Dead Presidents came out in 95. Yep. Yeah, and yep. And I guess it's an underlying message to Set It Off too, because Vivica Fox knew the guy that came in there and pulled that heist, that deadly heist, and killed all them people in that bank. So that's another thing. You got to be, careful of the company you keep and mindful of the company that you keep. And everybody, ain't got to know where you work at, really, depending on what type of job you have and what you got to lose, and considering the type of company you got out there. Seems that, yeah, yep. Yep. Yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. But because a lot of people have their opinions, and they say that these movies ruin the community, but I would say that these issues were already happening in the community before these movies were made. That's how they got the idea to make these movies, and that's how they came up with the scenarios in a lot of these movies, because even though these movies were fictional, the situations in these movies were real. Stuff like that happens in real life, for real. So the stories are made up of fiction, but the situations be real. So I can't. Oh yeah, South Central. So I'm gonna do one more South Central. Now again, it pretty much touches on how important it is for the father to be in the son's life. No, out of all the hood movies, South Central was my favorite one. Was the best one to me. Yeah, because yeah, and again, a lot of people focus on South Central. They missed a lot of points in that movie too. Everybody want to focus on Deuce, baby, Deuce. I am Deuce. Deuce this, Deuce that. Everybody too focused on that. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about South Central. So the part when they were in, he was in prison, and the Muslim guy was pretty much telling him how he was in here when his son got shot in the back, and he kind of got offended, but he told him that. Well, long story short, he was telling that we gotta be. Well, the Muslim guy told his story as to why he ended up in there for life, and he was pretty much saying, for me, it's too late, but it's not for you. It's not too late for you. You got a chance to get out of here. You can get on parole, and you can go back and get your son and get him out of them streets or whatever situation he might be in. You got a chance. I don't. I'm here for life. It's too late for me. It's too late for you. So what he did, he got paroled and went back to that old garage thing, and he went in there with an iron fist and left out of there with his son. You know what I'm saying? He took that bandage down off his head, and yeah. So the dude was trying to say Deuce is his daddy, and he said, "No, I'm his daddy." So yeah, that's another instance in which I was just talking about Juice. When he was telling Bishop that we've been tight since the 2nd grade, but I'm not you. Bishop was throw it off. He was a loose cannon, and Omar, on the other hand, he was more level-headed. He was off in the music, mixing turntables. He was trying to make it in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. Yeah, Pop played a wild character in Above the Rim too. So yeah, but in South Central, everybody was focusing on that Deuce hand sign. That's all people were talking about. In my neighborhood, in that school, Deuce, baby, Deuce. But they ain't talk about all the other stuff about the part where the dad went to that shed and got his son and told him he wasn't gonna be part of that gang no more. They said, we're gonna do this the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go on and end this live stream because I gotta get up out of here and hit this highway in a little bit. I just want to come over here real quick and do a live because it's been like 2 weeks since I went live. I need to go live more often, actually. Like I said earlier, I thought about scheduling this for tomorrow, but I said since I got it with me, I might as well go ahead and go live now while I got it. It don't make no sense for me to bring this laptop and not use it. Feel me? All right. But I'm about to get up out of here. Thank everybody for showing up. Shout out to you, Shatira, Ron 314, Cynical One, and anybody else that's in the clouds. Make sure y'all hit the like button. It's always good to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, I'm about to get up out of here. And y'all have a safe Sunday, a prosperous week coming up. All right. All right. Peace out, y'all. I'm out.